All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's good for two.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
Now here's Leonard. Screen by Leonard. To the inside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Now, James Harden is the master of pick and roll action. This guy flawless in his execution.
Inside. Here's Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Zubac. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Drives to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Ivica Zubac leaves, no doubt. That is a big-time finish.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Here's Bogdanovic. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Thunderball. That'll be a 5-second call. Here's Dunn, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 4. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. They need this. 4 on the clock. And he lays it up and in.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Batum. 3-pointer off the mark.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Jones. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. And down it goes. 2 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Hartenstein. And the shot's good. Hartenstein's got 6.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Harden surveying the D. The 3 is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Here's Harden. Watched by Wallace. Got it up. Tie game, and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Wiggins. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside. No doubt on the finish.
Back to Coffey. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Caruso with the bucket.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Out to the wing. Kept alive. Zubac. Tries yet again. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. He goes up, and he hammers it home to polish off the break.
You can see Shai always active with his hands and feet. That play was all about his defensive instincts.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here are the Clippers now. 4-point game. Doris looking back at James Harden's time in Houston. What an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Clippers trail by 3. Down low. Here's Eubanks. Caruso grabs the board. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Done with a steal. Poke loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Dort for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, got that one up quick. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Dort for 3. Offensive board. Wallace outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he's good on the second. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
Hartenstein, no good. Clippers trail by 11. Pass to Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Zubac has gotten 4 this quarter.
So strong, so tough. Ivica Zubac absorbs the contact and goes right through it.
To the paint. And it's Holmgren missing. Powell right side. And here's Zubac. Outside Harden. Zubac, screen. Yep, that one's good. Zubac has got 8.
Now this is just pick and roll action at its finest. The big man sets a solid screen, rolls to the cup, leaves no doubt.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dort. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Leonard for 3. He can't get it to go. It could go. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. So it's Los Angeles now. They trail by 9. Here's Dunn. From outside, off the mark. So it's Oklahoma City now. That one no good. Great D that time from Holmgren. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
To the middle. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Clippers trail by 13. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Harden misses.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Powell outside. Leonard up top. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clippers trail by 14. Shot from the wing. Leonard gets the bucket. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Oklahoma City leading by 14. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And another shot. Leonard pulls down the board. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to Zubac. Here's Harden. Screen by Leonard. Fires from deep. That shot off. Good work defensively by Caruso. He can't hit that time. Clippers trail by 14. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pulls it from 20. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Screen by Leonard. Three-pointer, Harden. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got 9.
As soon as James Harden passes half court, defense better have a hand up and contest, or good night.
Williams from long range. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. That'll put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the line. It's on Norman Powell. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Dunn. Back to Bogdanovich. And as we end the third, hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now here's Şengün. And it's Green missing. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Left side, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Jalen Green has some serious hop. Yes, he does.
Back to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
Green for three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Here's Brooks. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
A throwback wing Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Antetokounmpo outside. Now here's Lopez. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Lopez. 5 on the clock. Şengün with a steal. Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Van Vliet outside. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Lopez with it. Checked by Brooks. And he makes it. Lopez has gotten his second bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Bucks trail. Lillard right side. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Prince. Pass to Lopez. Şengün with a steal. And here's the fast break. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Thompson left side. Here's Şengün. Out to Thompson. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Portis.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And he comes up with a bucket.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Pass to Van Vliet. "40 seconds left now in the first quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Prince. Lillard outside. Inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Houston in the lead. Here's Van Vliet driving inside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo with 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking.
Some good action already in this one. but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Outside, Green. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And attacking with reckless abandon, somehow Thompson able to get through.
Houston shooting their first foul shot of the game. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
6 on the shot clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got 9.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Bucks making a change here. Here's Porter. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
They grabbed their own miss. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
That one's off. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what.
Pass to Thompson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Green. He's off on that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Pass to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
To the paint. And Şengün throw it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Shoots from 14. Misses off the left iron. Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün, the screen. And there's the lob. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Şengün. Lopez with the steal. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
The Bucks trail. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Şengün.
The size and length of Bobby Portis making him a problem in the paint.
He's off on the second. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Here's Portis for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets ahead, leading by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 1. Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis striding in. Adams grabs the miss. And Houston has possession. Holiday with the ball. And it's Kuzma picking him up. The ball's knocked loose. Antetokounmpo outside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
How about Prince? Really crafty defensively and coming up with the takeaway.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Holiday. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Back to Green. Pass to Portis. 4-3. Rockets with a rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Here's Adams. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
To the middle. Outside for Porter. Back to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Holiday looking for an opening. Adams a screen. Holiday drives in. Second chance shot. Adams, shot's good. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The Bucks making a switch here. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The lead is 2. Kuzma outside. Lillard outside. To the inside. Antetokounmpo can't connect. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Offensive rebound. Whitmore. Pass to Eason. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Holiday. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And he sinks the second. And here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Eason. For the tie. Sinks the tray. It's all knotted up.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
A nice shot by Lillard.
Once Lillard takes that first step, he's all in. He won't stop until he finds the shot he wants.
Right side, Holiday. For 3, Smith. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Smith's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Sims. Adams grabs the miss.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Outside Whitmore. Adams a screen. Smith outside. Outside Whitmore. Drives to the hoop. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Holiday. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Adams a screen. Pass to Smith. Now Holiday. Defended by Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. The shot by Holiday. No good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Houston. They're up by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Yeah, what a touch on the shot from Van Vliet. Just easing it into the hoop.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
The Rockets lead by 3. Pass to Van Vliet. Thompson with a screen. Shoots from the elbow. Van Vliet misses. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Sinks that one from the post.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Here's Van Vliet. Count it. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Green in the lane.
He has a great feel for scoring in the painted area. Nice play by Jalen Green.
Down low. The kick out to Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Well, Brooks is one hard-working man. He runs into a foul and still gets a shot off.
And so he makes both from the line. Bucks trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on him in Thompson.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
On the wing, Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Building the lead to 2 possessions, but they have to hope the miss doesn't cost them.
And the big finish by Giannis.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Thompson with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Şengün, the screen. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Clock at 6. Here's the pick. Here's Thompson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Pass to Green. Thompson in the post. It's a rebound by Sims.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And that one's good. Green.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Pass to Portis. Here's Sims. Second chance effort. And he lays it in.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Chalk up 2 there. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Şengün. Here's the teardrop.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 4th. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Thompson with a screen. And he lobs it up top. Outside for Brooks. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. Count it!
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
For 3, here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Şengün. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Green for 3. The shot off that time.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Here's Prince. Can't connect. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.